Welcome back to Woolsey Bees. Today I'm going to go into hive 1 and 4. It is a hot 31 degrees, that's about 88 degrees Fahrenheit today. Extremely hot. The bees are very busy this morning, well this afternoon I should say, it's around noon. I was debating whether to come out here or not because it is ridiculously hot, but it needs to get done. The bees aren't going to wait for me, so I'm pretty certain that I'm pretty certain that hive 1 is queenless due to the flood that we had a few weeks ago. Queen 4, I did see the queen, but I didn't see any eggs in either of them. I saw a little bit of brood in 4 last week. I'm hoping to see eggs now in hive 4, this one. And hive 1, they had some queen cups, but I don't know if they had any eggs or brood to make into queens. So I'm going to look to see if any of those queen cups are now extended and capped. We'll have to see. I've been trying to get a queen, but I don't think there are any available right now. It's the beginning of September. So without any further ado, let's get into hive 1. I may be taking some honey. I don't know. I haven't taken any from hive 1 yet. And I have new bottom boards. It is so hot that I literally just painted these this morning and they're already dry. So I've got these screen bottom boards which I'm going to put on both hives, one for each, and then that may help with the drying process of their honey and ventilation in the hive. And also it could help with the hive beetles. When they crawl in, they might just fall right back out again, I don't know. And any fall from the frames, any bees that push them and they fall from the frames, they might fall out of the hive. Like I said before, the shed that's right behind me is going to get removed and the bees will eventually come forward onto the patio, I guess you can call it. It's not a pad, but it's paving stones. They're going to be on there. So let's get on with this hive inspection on this extremely hot, humid summer's day in September. Okay, so I did feed these yesterday because I think we're in a bit of a dearth. The bees seem pretty hungry. They're looking for any source that they can find. From the honey that I extracted, I returned as much of that as I could. They haven't actually touched the feed. Doesn't look like they've touched it. Okay, I thought maybe they would have devoured that, but it looks like they didn't. So I'm guessing then that they have enough of what they want. It is rubbing season, so I'm a little concerned about that. I'm just wondering, maybe the lid may be plugged. Yeah, I think maybe the lid is a little bit plugged. So I'm gonna have to clean this lid if they're gonna get to that. Okay, where's my smoke? Right there. Let's get some smoke on these girls. Oh, that's not a, I thought that was a beetle, but it's not. Okay, where's my hive tool? So as much as I can, I'm going to try and keep whatever I take off covered. So I'm going to put it down on the top of this other spare hive and try to keep them as covered as possible to prevent robbing. Now, I don't know what I'm going to find in here as far as eggs or larvae. I'm expecting nothing really. Another thing was beetles were an issue. So there isn't really any beetles on here. There's one I see. As far as on the Swiffer pads, which is where I thought I would see them. Not really see. I've seen some beetles in the traps, the oil traps, but nothing too crazy. Now I have 4 frames that I took out last week from hive number 4, which I may well return to them, because this hive has literally got nothing on it. Sorry, this frame I should say. I say this hive, I meant this frame. I see a beetle on that next frame. Oh, I got sweat in my eyes. It is hot. Okay, let's see, where did that beetle go? Do I still... There's nothing really on this frame, no comb drawn out. Let's get a little smoke on these girls here. I'm getting a little excited. Now, I've been trying to find a queen in the hive for the last couple of weeks, or since the flood. Didn't see any activity at all, above or below. A little bit of honey on there. I've seen 1 beetle so far, so that's not awful. You can expect to see them, I think. Come on, girls. Out the way. Out the way. Let me... Honey on this frame. All honey. Sure is a lot of propolis. I know I put 4 pieces of 4 pieces of what do you call it? The cloth in there last week. What do you call it? Swiffer pads. It was after I was done videoing, I went back and put them in. Not seeing a whole lot of beetle activity at the moment, which is great. This is a heavy frame. Probably all nectar. Yeah, there's quite a bit of nectar in there. And honey and nectar in there. Again, there is that queen cup there. There's no egg in it, and it's not capped. There's 3 queen cups on the bottom of this frame. Not right at the bottom, but close to the bottom. But there's nothing in them. And I think I mentioned that last inspection. And I wasn't sure. I knew there was a queen, and I wasn't sure if she was in the bottom or the top. And I was kind of hoping she was in the top, because the top was not underwater during the flood that I had. This is all nectar and honey. Nectar and honey. I'm seeing no brood. No brood, no eggs, no nothing. My gloves are going to get super gummed up. Again, Nothing on, oh, there's a beetle right there. Let's smash it. Okay, okay, go. Got that, killed him. Whatever it was. Oh, the bee's just picked it up and she's moved it. So these girls are doing their jobs. They're cleaning house. They're taking care of beetles. They're going about their business. Business as usual. With or without the queen. Okay, this frame has got a little bit of drawn out comb, but nothing really happening. Definitely no brood. So I'm back into basically frames with nothing on them. So I think what I'm going to do is, I've got some frames over here which I'm going to go grab. I'm going to give these frames to the girls and take away the ones that don't really have anything on them. Including this one. Quite a lot of frames with nothing on them. Okay. Got pretty excited there when I breathed on them. Put a little bit of breath on them. They didn't like that a whole lot. And two more frames with drawn out comb. See what they want to do with it. These are already on the frames because there is honey on them. And I'm going to put the lid on that. Where is the lid? Come on, girls. Out you go. Okay, lid's on that. Now these frames, I have 4 frames with no comb on them. Shake the bees off. They go crazy. Look at the airborne division. Most people would be scared. Maybe I should be. To raise the hive, I put some wood there and I keep nudging it. I've done that a couple of times now. Oh, that's pretty heavy. And I'm gonna put the lid on that just to keep them occupied, keep them quiet. Whew. Now I have to take this one off. Of the board, because I got a brand new, like I said, I got a brand new board. What am I seeing here? No beetles, so that's good. Not seeing beetles. Oh, there's 1, 2. Okay, there's a couple. Not too many though. I'm going to put that board down there, and I'm going to put the new board here. These are going crazy. They're like, what's going on? Okay. They should be good to go now. Take this queen excluder off. Kind of wish it wasn't on the other week, because that is the cause, secondary to the flood, as to why I lost my queen. Let's get a bit of smoke on these. Let's bring you guys in. They do seem a little bit more annoyed now. But if they are queenless, that makes sense, because they do get more upset when they don't have a queen. It's like they lost their mum. Where's mum? Oh, that's stuck in there real good. Nothing on this frame. So as far as rubbing goes, who knows? I didn't see lots of like broken cappings or anything, which is what you expect to see when there's rubbing going on. But this frame is empty. Of course, if there's rubbing going on, they're going to be defensive too, right? Again, empty. A little bit of nectar and honey on there. Honey, pollen. Now this is black foundation. If there were eggs in here, I would see them. I do not see eggs. No eggs, no larvae. Such a shame. Now there is a couple of spots where there's larvae, but I believe that's, sorry, not larvae, brood. There's a little bit of brood, but I think that's from before. There is what looks like a queen cell there, but it looks a little bit pinched. Whether I did that just now, it's possible, I don't know. But if you see that, that would be a real shame if I did, because they need a queen. The thing is now, even if they do make a queen, I think it's late in the season for her to get bred. A little bit of potential brood on there, but not a whole lot. No larvae, no eggs. I'm not seeing. That's a real pity. Again, a little bit of brood, but no eggs. Again, a black foundation, which makes it easy to see the eggs, but there aren't any. There's none. Now if they were trying to make a queen, they would try to make multiple queens, not just one. So I think I'm going to leave those 3 frames as is. I'm not going to touch them, because if I did crush the one, that would be a shame. But if there's multiples, I don't want to crush another one if there is another one. So, come on girls. There is pollen coming in, there's still nectar coming in. But not really what I was hoping for. But kind of what I expected, to be honest. Okay, so we've got the new bottom board on. Let's get this heavy box of resources up on top. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So that is hive 1. Most definitely queenless.